Alright, everyone, welcome to episode number 71 of Everyday Thoughts. Might not be able to post for the next couple of days because I'm not gonna have my camera, but I will find a way. I hope. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So, the first thing I learned, which has to do with learning, is that learning is basically having the same condition but a new behavior. So, basically, you're just faced with the same condition, but since you have learned, or if you learn, you will find a way to sort of battle that condition differently. So for example, when you have, I think that's the best way to showcase this, super easy. When you have a boss in a video game and you just keep getting killed by it, then you're not learning. But you have learned once you get closer to killing it, or you beat the boss. That's when you have learned, because you have the same condition, but you have tried different approaches, blah, 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 and you just came to a different outcome. Second thing, volume negates luck. So the way I understood this is basically that no matter how lucky you are, that will always fade away. And for example, you can just be good at one thing once, but if you are really good at that thing, or if you do that thing so many different times, you will have so many better results and more experience. So the best way to explain this would be I don't know the effect is called, but it was basically the one with the photographs where there was one group that were supposed to just get one perfect picture for the whole semester, and the others were just trying to get, or were supposed to get, as many of them. Well, turned out that the group with the many pictures actually had, first of all, many more. Second of all, they got more experience through taking photos because they just had so many different locations. And third of all, they were just overall actually better looking than the one from the group that was supposed to just get one perfect one. So basically what that means is, by simply outworking something and not trying to just find the perfect approach, but just getting trial and error in, you will get far better and more results than if you would just stick to that. Okay, I have to do this the perfect way, and now. And then next thing is, which I found also really interesting, which kind of hurt a bit to learn about, which was the amount of information you can gain is asymmetric to the information you can use. So basically, I tried to look at that in just the things I talk about this channel, and turns out that I can't actually use all of the things I have learned because it's just too much. I can't learn absolutely or do absolutely everything that I've learned, but that's not the whole point of this channel. But what I still can do is pick out the most important lessons, do them, just implement them into my life, and then I'll just keep going from there. So obviously learning is still very important, but just to a certain extent when it comes to life lessons, I'd say. The next thing, which I found also really interesting, is how training frequency works. And analogy for that, which I found extremely good, is that when you, for example, you have hit your fingernail or just finger with a hammer, if you recover properly and then you hit it again, well, it's going to hurt, but far less than if you would do that just a day after you hit it. So what that basically means is that training is basically the same way. When you train for the first time, your muscles and everything around it, so ligaments, tendons, whatever, they are kind of like hit by a hammer, and you have to let them recover. And then you can sort of hit them again once they're fully recovered. But if you hit them too early, then it will just hurt so much more, and you will have a detriment in your performance. So recovery, extremely important. And the last thing I want to talk about is, this is especially relevant for me now when I'm running, which I think is extremely good point and very helpful, is how to know a good running pace so that you're in the anaerobic zone and not the aerobic zone. So you still have enough oxygen in your muscles, blah blah blah. You're not building up too much lactate. Basically, you're just chilling. And that is that you exhale on every or around every fourth step you make. If you exhale on every third step you make, then you are probably in the aerobic zone and you're going too fast. And if it's on every second step, then you're probably just fucking sprinting at that point. So try to stay around this for me, I'll just try to stay around the every fourth step, exhale, 4 to 5 steps, exhale. And yeah, that is basically it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you the latest time, or the latest time I can see y'all again is on Sunday. If I can see you earlier, then that will be tomorrow. Alright, see ya.